Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legend. Let's jump right back into it, if I can. There we go. I hit escape key. I had something pulled up, I guess. Alright, so we are back on Antigua, where, as you guys would have seen from the end of the stream yesterday, we're going to run outside. Next location after City Gates on right. Looking for the Manga Rosa here on Antigua. See a 224.
People like me are what hold this town together. Remember that.
That's a merchant. Oops. She's not at 224. Outside the gate, up here to the left. My nose is starting already. Alright, now it says next location after the gate. There is two different directions. I'm not sure which one. And then somewhere on the right. I'll check here and I'll check the other one too. But right here. Manga Rosa. Hail, white men. What do you need in our jungle? It's just passing by. I believe there's enough room for both of us on the path. Provides me a pale-faced friend of the Indians. Go in peace, son of the sea. How am I doing with my relations with them? Still dislike, but...
Come on, don't irritate me.
Alright. So, what do I need to work on now? This is just, we'll hear about it later. August, September, October, November. So we can go collect this. Nobleman from Williamstad. So we can collect this from Williamstad. So the question is, are there any locations between here and Williamstad? Any towns or locations for Manga Rosa between here? So be going down here. We're up here right now. North. I just realized a lot of locations he gave me were like coves and bays. I don't know most of those off the top of my head. Alright, we do have a town quest in Williamstad that we can do as well. So we've got two reasons to head towards Williamstad. Are there any town quests in between here and there, though? There is one in St. Pierre. And there is one in San Jose. So let's make our way to Williamstad, but we'll do those two along the way. Is going to be our current plan. So we'll head here first, then we'll head down to Trinidad, then we'll go over to Krakow. How am I doing on crew? Oof, that's right, I still need more crew. So we'll hit all the ports along the way as well. See what we can do about getting our crew up. Nope. Bugger off. A sailor is looking for a ship here. Oh, I see a 224.
Hold up, Captain. What are you rushing off to?
Alright, doesn't look like any sailors spawned. So on to the next island. Alright, and then this is also where the quest is located. So let's see if we can learn about the quest. So this might be a tavern one.
My husband saw us.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be a tavern quest.
Pour it on!
Alright. Here we go. Word has it that fisherman Pierre Carnot has vanished without a trace. 2 dawns ago, he sailed into the blue and not a sign of him since. His wife Leah is beside herself with grief, by daylight and lamplight. She keeps her vigil at the pier, her eyes fixed on the endless waters, praying for a glimpse of her beloved sail. So, Leah Carnot. We're looking for a fisherman. Around town real quick, see if I can find any sailors while we're here. Aha!
This is my home, and that's all there is to it.
Get on board. Alright, 97 now. This should also fix our cannoneer issue. Our cannoneers are much lower skilled as we pick up more sailors. It must be Leah Carnot. Trying to talk to the girl. There we go. Monsieur, pardon me, are you a sailor? I am, Captain Charles Demure, at your service. I am Leah Carnot. Did you arrive recently? You haven't seen a fishing boat called the Cormorant out at sea, have you? You see my husband Pierre, he set sails 2 days ago and hasn't returned. The Cormorant? No, I haven't come across any such vessel. That name I would have remembered. I'm sorry to hear this, madame. I hope your husband is well and simply delayed along his route. The Cormorant? Ha! Is that the boat's name or a nickname of her its owner? Either way, I've seen neither. No need to be rude. I don't know what to think. He's never been gone this long. He always returned by noon without fail. Now something's happened, I feel it. Go to the authorities, they can send a patrol ship to comb the coastal waters. Of course, I already spoke to the commandant, but what good did it do? He just shrugged, said he had no ships free to search for my husband. Why worry so much? Maybe the morning breeze carried him into the arms of some charming lady. He'll take a stroll, breathe the fresh air, and come back. On a bit of advice, stop straining your eyes on the horizon. Head to the tavern in La Soy and search for your dear husband there. Don't take offense, but most likely he just needed a break from his domestic worries, and you're turning it into a tragedy. Best of luck. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's offer to help spare, because we can spare a day to help her search. You have no idea what this means to me. Everyone just shrugs, but you're willing to help. Thank you. No need to thank me. Just tell me, where did your husband usually fish? Did he have a regular spot, or did he like to roam? He rarely told me exactly where he fished. He called it his secret. But if it helps find him, maybe, I don't know. You really do mean to help, don't you? You wonder whether to share your husband's secret fishing spot? I assure you, your family's secret stays with me. I give you my word as captain, and must know the place to begin the search. You're right, forgive me. That place meant so much to him. He always said it was his one true secret, his little treasure. But I know where it is. If he'll help bring him home. He fished near Lamarin Bay. It's along the southern coast, not too far from town. Please, I beg you, find him. Don't worry, Leah. I'll do everything in my power. Did he have any enemies? Had anyone threatened him recently? Enemies? He's the kindest soul alive. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He's just a simple fisherman. Who could he have possibly wronged? I just don't understand what could have happened. It's all so strange and terrifying. Do not fear, Leah. I'll set out immediately. I'm sure your husband is safe. I'll bring him back into your loving arms. Stay strong. So, Lamarin Bay. Caught in the Great Catch. Leah revealed that her husband set sail for Lamarin Bay, nestled on the southern coast of the island. 2 days have passed since his departure, and there's still no sign of his return. The worry written on this poor woman's face compelled me to offer help. First, I'll search the waters of Lamarin Bay. Perhaps he's still at sea, caught up by some misfortune. If I find no sign of him, I'll comb the shoreline for any trace of man or ship. Ugh, the wind is not in my favor right now. Go ahead and speed things up so we can eventually get out of here. What about here? Ow. Little house on the shore here. Oops. What I get for sailing at speed. Alright, we've gone quite far down this way. Let's try the other direction now. Maybe I should have gone this way first. I'm not seeing anybody around here. What's this cutscene about? Phillips Dickin. Blast it all, finally you show yourself, you mangy cur. Where the devil have you been? We've been roasting on this blasted beach for 3 days. What is this about? Oh. The fisherman was doing some smuggling, was he? Alright, seems the revelry can't commence without me, eh, gentlemen? Well, I may be a touch late, but better to arrive with the tide than not at all. Philip, you addled barnacle, open your deadlights, you daft fool. This ain't our contact at all. Arg. Another of the governor's lapdogs, sure as the tide, since this blackguard dragged himself here. Let's haul him to the cave with the other rat. We'll show them how we get secrets out quick enough. They'll spill every filthy plan their master ever dreamt. What in Davy Jones' locker do we need another swab cluttering our brig for? Bear down harder on his mate. He'll sing like a gull at sunrise. As for this one, let's gut him. I got distracted. Let's gut him here and now. Save us the trouble of looking at his face. 1,000 hungry shocks gnaw your guts, Philip. You best be the slyest smuggler in the whole archipelago. To myself, pistols. While these sea rats prattle on with their worthless gab, I have a chance to strike quick and true, like lightning from a clear sky. If the barnacle brains your sharpest cutlass, I dread to think what addled nonsense rattles in the heads of the rest. What are you doing with the sword out? Alright, so they mentioned something about a cave. Beach-dwelling smugglers mistook me for one of the governor's hounds and tried to send me to the watery grave. Fortune, however, turned her face from them. Their own blood now stains the sand instead of mine. I must investigate the sea cave they mentioned. Perhaps Pierre is the one they've been keeping chained in that damp prison. A sea cave? I don't know if that's one I can reach from land. It might be one of the caves that just, like, has access to the water. I don't know how that would work. Nope. Oh. Got ourselves at the pirate town. Is that the only two options? There and there? I guess at this split that is. Let's try the next split. Reminds me of fighting Blackwood. Here's a cave. Here he is. Dear Carno, my wits are scattered. Have you come to finish what they started? That's me, you know my name, of course, otherwise what would I be doing here? Forgive me, I don't understand anything. Pain and hunger have robbed me of my senses. Why have you come? It's simple. Since your disappearance, your faithful wife has kept vigil at the quay, her eyes ever searching for the cormorant's sail. Her sorrow pierced me so deeply I could not sail past unmoved. I resolved to search for you. My wife, my dear Leah. I was certain I'd never see her again. That tide has passed. She's waiting for you at the dock, still clinging to hope. Let's get out of here. Take my arm. Mercy, I need a moment. My legs are like driftwood. Thank you, truly. If not for you, it feels like the Almighty himself sent you. You've not told me your name. How should I address my savior? While you gather your strength, tell me how you ended up in this place. Were you doing business with these men? Heavens no, Captain. I'm just a humble fisherman. The day started off so well. I was fishing along the western shore. The catch was incredible. I was eager to barrel the fish and cast my nets again, but didn't notice the current pulling my boat toward the reef. The hull was thin as an eggshell. One strike was enough to let the sea in. The cormorants, heavy with the morning's catch, sank quickly. Then you made it ashore only for smugglers to mistake you for one of the governor's spies. Exactly. I barely reached the shore. Battered by the cursed waves, I just needed to dry off the rest before heading to town. Then those devils appeared out of nowhere. They took one look and decided I was a spy. I couldn't say a word before they bound me and dragged me here. They starved me, tortured me for 2 days, trying to get me to confess to things I know nothing about. Agents, plans, but I knew nothing. Brains were in short supply among that lot. That's why they're now feeding the crabs. But that's all behind you now. You're free. Time to reunite with your wife. She surely is at her wit's end. All I want is to hold her again. I think I can walk now. Well, let's not waste another moment. Alright, let's get him back to his wife. Uh-oh. Why am I not allowed to go back to my ship? Odd. I guess I have to take him back via land. I have to figure out how to take him back via lands, because I'm pretty sure this is the cave. Yeah, this is the cave we came from. That is another bay. This is the way we came from. And this, I think, takes me to the pirate settlement. Unless this splits here. Ah, okay. This does split here. So where does this one go? Back to our ship. Oh, this is the pirate settlement. So we're looking for the next one over. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Get to ride with me. Captain, Pierre. Oh, how glad I am to see you. You found him. Madame Leah, may I present Pierre Carnot, in the flesh. I can't say he's come through unscathed, but I've no doubt your care will mend him in short order. Pierre, Blessed Virgin Mary, I was worried sick over you. Where have you been? There's no color in your face. You're so pale. Oh, and what is this? These terrible wounds, cuts and burns. Hush now, my heart's treasure. Mere scratches. They will fade in time. To see you again, your face again, that's all I wished for. Had it not been for the captain, I owe him my very life. Captain, I don't even know how to thank you. You found him. You saved my Pierre. Thank you. Thank you for everything. May the Lord watch over you. Monsieur Captain. Now, that's enough. What Pierre truly needs is a hot meal and some proper rest. Captain, I beg you, come to the tavern tomorrow evening at 6 bell. My conscience would never rest if I failed to thank you properly. Right now, I can't find the words to express what's in my heart. Please, come, it would mean a great deal to me. Very well, don't worry, I'll be there. Alright. Wait, what? Why can't I enter the tavern? Alright, now I can. It's just because the cutscene was still processing them leaving, I guess. Alright. Also, I have 2 treasure maps on me. I should probably work on those at some point. How am I doing on weight? I'm a bit overweight. Let me go clear my inventory. I do have a 4-barrel pistol now. Great grass. A lot of balloons on us. How we doing now? Up to 5. Want to get some more wine. That's a lot of gunpowder. Why do I have that much gunpowder on me? I don't have any grape shot either. Alright, I wanted to do that so I could swap this back out. I don't want to rely on that talisman, I only want to use it when I need it.
Any products for any taste.
Alright, let's quickly look around, see if we can find any sailors looking for a ship. And then we'll rest till 6 p.m. and go to the tavern. Alright, I'm not seeing any sailors. Just killing time till it's 6 o'clock. Alright.
Hurry, hurry! Only today you can get 2.
There we are. Let's hoist our tankards to your continued good fortune and health. Not just mine, Pierre, but to yours as well. You're looking far better than when I found you in that wretched cave. Cheers. Captain, I can't begin to express my endless gratitude. You didn't pass me by, you didn't turn away. You helped a complete stranger, a humble fisherman. Such nobility deserves a worthy reward, and I wish to give it to you all I have. Here, 20 pieces of sun gold amber, 5 rare blue stones, salvaged from a sunken wreck. Now, obviously, we're going to turn this down. But, so, 20 pieces of amber. I'm going to note this down still. Five blue stones. I don't know what the blue stones are supposed to be. I'm sure I have them in my inventory, maybe like some kind of opal, but I'm not sure. Also, I want you to have my navigational instruments and tackle. I have no ship left, so they serve me no purpose. Thanks, Pierre. This will certainly be of use, but more importantly, you're home again. Your wife need not live in fear any longer. This will turn around. Pierre, I appreciate the gesture, but you should help keep them. You'll need every coin to repair your boat, buy tackle, nets, barrels. Your thanks in seeing you and your wife reunited. That's reward enough. Take care of each other. There's the option. I cannot let things rest like this. You saved my life, and I owe you everything. Since you refuse amber and other gifts, allow me to at least teach your crew how to fish the shallows. It will keep them fed and lighten your purse when it comes to provisions. What do you say? Now that's a fine idea. As the old saying goes, teach a soul to cast a net, they'll never go hungry. Wisely spoken, Captain. I'm glad to be of use. Now, shall we share another cup to your health and prosperity? Ship's provision consumption reduced by 15%. That's actually really good.
Эй, детка, налей-ка еще и далеко не уходи.
Damn it. I'm a terrible writer as it is, but when I'm writing, like, holding on to this, oh my god, it's nearly illegible for myself to read. So provision consumption minus 15%. Interesting. That is extremely helpful, especially later on when you get massive crews and you're trying to feed them all. Captain, you have a heart of a true mariner. You have my debt to you can never be squandered, do you hear? Your anchor drop in our harbor again, our hearth be yours, as if you were born of the same mother. On my soul and honor, we'll splice the membrane together again when Fortuna guides you back to these shores. Steady as she goes, Pierre. I'd best weigh anchor before my sea legs turn to jelly and I find myself adrift on this tavern floor. May fair winds fill your sails. Alright. Well, that was a fun little quest line. Alright, so next up is Trinidad. So we're going to San Jose. So we have to swap out our flag on the way. Legendary ship there, too.
Who are you?
Oh, come on. The very first guy. This is why we save right before we go here. The very first guard when we got there was not friendly.
I see a pennant!
Can I talk to these guys, or are they hostile? Okay, they're not hostile. Good. Send boat.
Lower away!
Alright, so where do we have to go to turn in this job? Williamstad. Perfect! We're heading to Williamstad for a bunch of quests. We've got the Family Relic quest there. We've got this one to turn in as well. And then we're going there for the port quest as well. That was beautiful combo. Not quite close enough, huh? Okay, save game. Can we avoid getting in
It's
trouble
our
immediately?
responsibility to be on
Thank
guard.
you. 90%, guys. 90%.
The sea is my home, and that's all there is.
Oh yeah, you're hired. Get on my ship. Ooh, 111, finally. We're back up in the hundreds. But we still got a lot to go. Stupid cursed ship. Waitress has a quest for me. It's unusual.
Pirates are wreaking havoc. Products are getting more and more expensive, and it's only going to get worse. You can trust me on that one.
Alright, here we go. Have you heard our blacksmith lost in cards to Javier Castillo so badly they stripped him to the bone, forcing him to wager something very valuable? Since then, the blacksmith hasn't been able to recover and isn't taking new orders. He just keeps lamenting that the admiral will flay him alive. Poor fool. All the locals know you can't play with that cheat Castillo. Alright, freed the slaves. Alright, Blacksmith paid dearly for his passion for cards. In a game with Javier Castillo, he lost something very valuable. Judging by the rumors, he is completely broken. Work is at a standstill, even the storm clouds hang over his future. Because of the order, if the order is not completed on time, the Admiral will be furious. What could be so valuable as to drive a man into such despair? Let's see if we can find where the blacksmith resides. That's the store. Maybe this is the blacksmith's. This is just a big empty house. Take your rum. Oh, here he is. Sebastian Cordoba. What did you want, senor? Sorry, but I'm not taking new orders. I just have too much work. Is that so? I heard you recently lost something very valuable in a card game. Is that true? Well, if you came to gloat, get in line. There are enough people who want to without you. But not one of them offered me help. My fate is hanging by a thread and it depends entirely on Javier Castillo. While people only want to mock my misfortune, I'm not the kind who laughs at others' misfortunes. Tell me how it happens. Maybe I can help you. That evening wasn't supposed to be fatal. I just went to the tavern for a mug of rum after Admiral Eugene de la Torre himself had placed a large order with me, but quite tipsy I sat down at the table to play cards. That's when Javier set his sights on me. At first, luck was on my side. I even won a decent sum, but as soon as I started to believe in my luck, the situation changed drastically. Javier kept pouring rum into my mug, and I kept losing. First, I spent all my cash, then the money set aside for materials, and then all my savings. When I realized how much I'd already lost, it was too late to back out. I was obsessed with one thought, to win it back at any cost, and then I wagered my book. A scoundrel Javier valued it at only 5,000 pesos. Of course, it's worth much more. I was so blinded by excitement that I agreed, and then I think you already know the rest. I lost, you know. That has never happened to me before. I think that bastard drugged me with something. And how, may I ask, am I supposed to help you? You yourself sat at the table, you yourself wagered your property, you yourself lost it all. Now you just don't want to accept the consequences? And what's so valuable about this book that you're grieving over? This book is the most valuable thing I had. It contains secrets passed down for centuries from master to apprentice. It is the heart of my forge, the soul of my craft. I've already come to terms with the loss, senor, but how can I come to terms with losing the book? Offered Javier a ransom for it, 5,000 pesos. I was ready to go into debt just to get it back, but do you know what he said? He said he wanted 500,000. Or, no, he wanted 100,000 for it. 100, senor. I don't have that kind of money, and he refuses to lower the price or take it in installments. I begged him, but he just laughed at me. I see you are a brave man, a sailor, maybe even a captain, and your weapon isn't hanging there just for show. I beg you, talk to Javier. Perhaps he'll listen to you and agree to delay in the payment of the debt. Without this book, my life has no meaning. In return, I will always be able to sell you quality materials at a good price when I get back on my feet, and maybe even craft something special for you, Captain. Well, talking is no trouble. We'll see what comes of it, but first allow me to introduce myself. I am Charles Demir, captain of my own ship. And I am Sebastian Cordoba. Pleased to meet you, Captain Demir, and thank you. These days, it's easier to find those who mock others' misfortunes than those who are willing to help. You know, if my book does return to me, I swear I will never play a game of chance again. There's nothing to thank me for yet. First, I'll take care of my own business, and then if I have time, I'll talk to Javier. Afraid you may be too late. Javier turned out to be much quicker than I thought. He has already found a buyer for the book. Eteni Raynor, a French master gunsmith. If the Admiral finds out that through my fault such a treasure ended up in the hands of the French, I'll lose... It's only funny because I'm French. I'll lose my head. Prison would be an easy punishment. Alright, I'll deal with your problem immediately. Alright, save. Now it is clear what caused Sebastian Cordoba's loss of spirits. He lost a very important book for his work, a book of blacksmithing. The situation is made worse by the fact that Javier has decided not to waste time and sell the book to a French master gunsmith. As usual, trouble rarely comes along alone. The day before, the blacksmith received a serious order from the Admiral. When he arrives here, he will certainly find out why his order is not fulfilled. Learning if the book ended up in the hands of the French, he will, according to the blacksmith, treat him very harshly. I agreed to help the poor man. A little bit of a typo there in translation, it looks like. If I manage to return the book to him, he will get a second chance, and I hope he will not repeat his mistakes. And I will always be able to count on the services of a good blacksmith. I will start by looking for Javier. He is surely now trying to swindle someone else. Alright, where do I find Javier? Let's try back at the tavern. That must be him. Javier, hey sailor, want to try your luck at cards? Have a seat. Stakes here are gentle, at least for beginners. I have a feeling you're exactly the one I'm looking for. This is exactly how you lured Sebastian in before fleecing him to the bone, isn't it? I'm here to get his book back. Well, great. Give me 100,000 and you can take it. I've got no use for that book. I can't even tell tongs from a hammer. I'll give you 5,000. That's the price you yourself set when you bet the blacksmith. You take me for a fool. I know perfectly well the real value of that book. 100,000 and not a coin less. Or it goes to the French. They've got no problem with money. You think the authorities will turn a blind eye to you selling Spanish blueprints to the French? The Admiral will be furious when he finds out. Oh, come on. The authorities don't care about some book. They've got enough problems as it is. And the Admiral? Yeah, he hates the French with all of his heart. But I'm not sticking around to wait for him. With that kind of money, I'll be a welcome guest in any new colony in the New World, or any colony. Let's make a deal. You'll get your money, but not right away. The blacksmith will pay the debt in installments, and the book goes back to him today under the pledge of my captain's honor. Nothing changes for you, he'll still pay, and you won't lose a single peso. Looks like you're not hearing me. I made it perfectly clear. I need the money right now, not in a week, not in a month, or whenever the blacksmith scraps it together. But right now. I'm planning to get off this miserable island as quickly as possible, so either the full amount is in my hands right now, or the book goes to the French, and you can pawn your captain's honor to the Admiral's executioner. How about this? Let's play. My 100,000 against the book. If you win, I'll leave the island. You'll leave the island a rich man. If you lose, I take the book. Sorry, I got a cat on my lap. But you only play with people who have never seen a deck before. Hun, you're not in a comfortable spot. Oh, lovely. Check passed, skill check passed. I don't need to become rich, I'm already rich. Why would I risk something that's going to bring me a pile of money? Well, Javier, afraid to play? And here I thought you were a seasoned player, not just a crook making money off drunk simpletons. I'm not afraid. I just don't see the point of sitting at a table when I've already have everything I need. Oh, come on. I can see you shaking at the thought of playing against someone who's not holding cards for the first time. Let me guess, you're in such a hurry to get here because you're ashamed. Everyone already figured out that you can't beat anyone stronger than a drunk simpleton? How dare you? I've beaten people who wouldn't even sit at the same table with you. We've had pots big enough to buy a ship and one such arrogant captain for each player. Let's play. 5,000 per card, 100,000 each. Whoever runs out of money loses. Let's see who beats who. Let's talk more action. Deal. Oof. I don't have my Joker card right now, so I'm a bit concerned. But with this luck, who needs a Joker card? Damn. We're even now. Damn. I might lose this at this rate. Thank you.
Эй, детка, налей-ка еще и далеко не уходи.
Shit. You might have me beat here. Yeah. Almost there, almost there. That's gonna hurt. Hey, we got 21. One more hand. Got 4 cards left he can play. And he's out of cards. Ah, he barely hung in. I got this one. Yes, keep drawing, yes. I've had enough. Alright, he gave up. Devil, that can't be. What? Not so much fun when someone else is winning. You're a cheat. Think I didn't see anything? No way I'll let you swindle me. I'd sooner cut you to pieces. A cheat? Haha, looks like you just don't know how to lose, friend. But if you're in such a hurry to meet your end, I'll help you to that end. 2 arms. I mean, the fuck did he think was gonna happen here? He even had the Joker talisman. Son of a gun. Robert Barrier, what a sight, I must admit, monsieur. You've given me great pleasure. You wield the blade superbly, allow me... I didn't even do anything in this fight. Allow me to introduce myself, Robert Barrier, and this is unfortunate fellow, if I'm not mistaken, is Javier Castillo. Exactly, that's him, and I'm Captain Charles Demure. You see, Captain, I traveled quite a distance for one particular book, and it seems it is now in your hands. Sincerely, I hope we can come to an agreement. I would hate to leave this place empty-handed. How much do you want for the book? I know the price of truly rare things, 80,000 pesos, a more than generous sum, believe me, you are unlikely to receive such an offer again. Do not intend to trade on a man's fate. I'm afraid, monsieur, there will be no deal. Please don't be so quick to refuse. I've traveled a long way for it. I am prepared to offer you 100,000 purely as a sign of respect for the skill with which you have dealt with that man. I've said all I need to say. Now, if you excuse me, I must go. Rep increase with Spain. So that is one possibility. I could have taken 100,000 pesos for the book. Let's see what happens when I turn it in, though. Guys, put your weapons away. The hell? Captain Demure, have you spoken to Javier? Any news? I've spoken and quite successfully. Javier has hastily departed this world. But before that, he managed to return your book. Here you go. Senior, you can't even imagine what this means to me. Thanks to you, I'll be able to fulfill all the orders, even the work for the Admiral himself. I don't have any money, unfortunately, but I still prepped a reward for you. Here, take this cuirass. I made it for a certain Dawn, but I'm sure he can wait a little. And I also have some materials that will come in handy if you decide to create something yourself. Thank you, very generous. We got iron ingots, copper ingots, and parade cuirass. Also, drop by if you need materials. My supplies come once a month, so there will always be. We also got platinum ingots, meteorite, and a document received. Once a month, so there will always be something useful for you and at a good price. I keep my promises. Definitely will. Well, Sebastian, I'll be staying. Alright, so we gotta make a log for the blacksmith log. Alright, blacksmith log. Log. 29 December. That was Antigua. It's Phillips. Let's see. Alright, another very useful reward in the books. Copper ingots. Iron ingot. Platinum ingots. Meteorite. What else did we get? Anything else? What is this note from? I don't remember what that one's from. So this one is parade grass. This isn't the one I'm wearing, though. Huh. Why wasn't I wearing armor? The hell? That's weird. Oh, now I am. Alright. So, how do I want to log this? Resources? Ingots and armor. I'll log it as ingots and armor. So San Jose. Ingots and armor or 100k pesos. It's probably the best way to list it. Alright, so we've got 2 town quests left. Or three town quests left. We've got Sharptown, Port-au-Prince, and Williamstad. Williamstad is where we're on our way to because we have 2 noble quests to turn in there. We have this one here, along with Family Relic. We also have the town quest that we can do there. So we got 3 different things to head to Williamstad for. And then after that, we're going to work our way up towards Sharptown. Port-au-Prince is more to the west, so we'll work our way up to Sharptown to do the town quest there, and to hunt down the 2 manga rows on Sharptown. And then after that, we'll work our way towards... I don't know where San Juan del Norte is, but I imagine it's probably somewhere near San Juan on Puerto Rico here. So we'll see if we can hit up there as well to pick up some Manga Rose from there on our way to Sharptown. But that'll be after we do our stuff on Williamstad that we'll be doing tomorrow. But this is where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. We made some pretty good progress, completed 2 town quests, and picked up a Manga Rosa. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you all have enjoyed, and I will see you again tomorrow.